Today we are going to talk about our today's topic, that is three domains of lives. So this concept of three domains of life first proposed by the scientist Carl Wootz in 1990 for the classification of life forms. So you already know that the life is originated on Earth and it's very simple life forms. So the constant struggle of the these early living things or living beings gave rise to more and more perfect life forms. So this struggle and the process called as the or nothing but the evolution, which lead to the formation of diverse life forms. And these diverse life forms is nothing but the three domains, that is bacteria, archaea and eukarya. And this domains is a unit larger than the kingdom of the system of classification. So now in this video we talk about the three domains of life and see the difference between of these three domains of lives. So now we start from bacteria. So bacteria is the first domains. So bacteria have some special characteristics. It differs from this archaea and eukarya. That's why bacteria is special domain. Then archaea is special domain and eukarya is also the special domain. And this domain system is larger than the kingdom system of classification. So that's why in this video we only see about the domains. So now first we see about the bacteria. So bacteria is the unicellular organism. Unicellular organism. Why? Because bacteria have single cells. That's why bacteria is unicellular. Then second characteristic is bacteria is prokaryotes. Why bacteria is prokaryotes? Because bacteria have primitive nucleus. Means pro means primitive and karyotes means nucleus. So that's why bacteria have primitive nucleus, not well developed nucleus or true nucleus. Then next characteristics of bacteria is that no cell organelles, means no cell organelles present in bacteria. Then fourth characteristics of bacteria is that no nucleus present in bacteria. After that, then fifth characteristics of bacteria is bacteria have the cell wall made up from peptidoglycan. So this is all the characteristics of bacteria. After that we can see the characteristics of eukarya. So eukarya is the multicellular organism. Made up from more than one cells. That's why this is the multicellular. But some eukarya is also the unicellular. Why? Because if we take example of parasites, so parasite is the unicellular organism. That's why eukarya is multicellular or unicellular organism. Then second characteristics of eukarya is the eukaryotes. It means that eukarya have the well developed nucleus or true nucleus. Eu means true, karyotes means nucleus. Means eukaryote have a true nucleus or well developed nucleus for the some purpose, like for the protection of some chromosomes or genetic material. Then next characteristics of eukaryotes is that cell organelle is present. Then after that, fourth characteristic is nucleus is present in eukarya. Then again eukarya have cell wall. Some eukarya have cell wall, like plant have cell wall. Animal have the cell membrane. Animal have cell membrane. So this cell wall of plant is made up from cellulose, and cell membrane of animal is made up from the diphosphoglyceraldehyde or diphospholipid. So this is the difference between eukarya and bacteria. But these archaea have both characteristics, means some characteristics of bacteria and some characteristics of eukarya. That's why this is the medium domain of three domains of life. So first characteristics of archaea is the unicellular, means have single cell. Unicellular. Then second characteristics of eukarya is prokaryotes. Means these archaea also have the primitive nucleus, means not well developed nucleus or true nucleus. That's why archaea is also the prokaryotes. These two characteristics belongs to the bacterial characteristics. And after that, some characteristics of this archaea is belong to the eukarya characteristics. That is, eukarya is not have the cell membrane of peptidoglycan, means peptidoglycan is absent. Absent in Archaebacteria or archaea. So this is the characteristics between this, or this is the difference between these three life domains, that is bacteria, archaea and eukarya. And also the difference between these three, all these three domain is, these all three domain have the unique ribosomal RNA, means unique rRNA on their cytoplasm. So that's why this is the totally different between each other. So if we take the phylogenetic tree or common ancestor, so these all three domain is originated from the common ancestor. For example, this is the common ancestor of these three domains. So bacteria is totally originated from this common ancestor. Then this common ancestor again form one branch, and from this one branch develop eukarya and archaea. So this common ancestor form the two branches. From one branch totally bacteria is formed or originated, and in one another branch the eukarya and archaea is also originated. That's why this archaea is more closely related to the eukarya, not the bacteria. That's why archaea is closely related to the eukarya. So this is the reason why archaea is closely related to eukarya, because this archaea and eukarya is both originated from the same branches of this common ancestor. That's why this is the reason behind the archaea is more closely related to eukarya. And then again, archaea is known for the survival of extreme condition. तर हा archaea जो आहे हा अगेन ओळखला जातो कारण हा काय करतो, एक्स्ट्रीम कंडिशन मीन्स हाय टेम्परेचर, हाय सॅलिनिटी, हाय ऍसिडिक कंडिशन मध्ये सुद्धा काय करू शकतो, सर्वाइव्ह करू शकतो. बट इन केस ऑफ eukarya or bacteria, this two domain is not surviving high temperature, high salinity or high extreme condition. This is also the difference between this archaea and eukarya and bacteria. So this is the all over idea about the three domains of life. I hope you understand this lecture very well. So thank you.